What is going on, guys? Today we're playing Call of Duty Space Invaders, where you take control of a malnourished Spartan with zero regard for human life. The main objective in this game is to utilize your body heat in order to keep corners warm and viciously mutilate anybody that tries to disturb that. At the beginning of each game, you have the option of creating and using a class, all of which should begin with a sniper rifle and then have any worthless piece of shit you're not going to use for the remainder of the round. What you're looking at right now is a popular game mode called Team Deathmatch, otherwise known as me and those holding me back against competitive lag switchers. What you're seeing right now is me aimlessly farting around a corner trying to flank the enemy. Fortunately for you, although this rarely ever works, you are witnessing this from my perspective, and we all know when the team does need to get carried, I tend to get shit done. Now, needless to say, this game, like every other game I routinely play, pisses me off, for the sheer fact that I feel like I should be doing better than I am every game, and not accepting the fact that I'm just not as good as I think I am. For instance, coming up here, I smell blood, I think I'm coming in for the kill, I could smell another kill streak, and I'm dead. Now that I have collected my rage-induced thoughts and repaired my controller, we can move on. Infinite Warfare isn't my first Call of Duty rodeo. I did start by playing World at War online, one of the first online games I played actually for the Xbox 360, and I've closely followed the franchise since then. By closely followed, I more mean just thoughtlessly purchased each Call of Duty as it came out because it's, well, Call of Duty. When the switch was made over from standard gameplay to the more boost jumping and wall running, the more futuristic aspect of it, I was absolutely hesitant when it came to that switch. Now, I did have absolute faith in each developer which one came out, because I figured, how can you go wrong? How can you go wrong with the Call of Duty? Now, I'm not going to get into the debate whether, when, or if the franchise started to have a bit of a downward spiral, but for myself, I found that each installment I was playing less and less and caring less, even to a point where downloadable content, because I've had the season pass, would be on my PlayStation or my Xbox, and I just would never touch it. What has happened now is I've realized I needed to take my head out of my ass and understand that games adapt, they change, although you'll have your fan base that is used to a certain mode, say Modern Warfare Remastered, where a lot of people said they were getting this simply for that. It's the understanding that things do need to change at some point. Realistically, we can't lead ourselves to believe that the game needs to be the same just with different maps or different guns. I understand there are some changes in mechanics that people do enjoy, like the class-based systems and things like that. But if you get the opportunity of having the nostalgic experience with Modern Warfare Remastered and realizing the difference in the games, you kind of are able to appreciate it a little bit more. As a huge fan of sports games, I can kind of relate this to the idea that a next installment for a game, say NHL, from one year to the next, is so similar that it kind of feels more like a roster update rather than a new game. If that occurred, in my opinion, in the Call of Duty series where the next installment was very similar, I mean, albeit Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare to me feel similar, that shit would bore me if it continued to happen. I would be pissed. I would feel like I'm spending $70+ on a cosmetic update, and that doesn't fly with me. With that being said, and even though I am back and enjoying Infinite Warfare, some of the new mechanics are pissing me off. Yeah, watch this guy comes and punches me in the face, you fucking dick. Speaking of that, the melee in this game pisses me off to no end. There is so many times I go and I mash that button to hit the melee just to give them a light tap on the mouth while they turn around and ruin my fucking life. Anyway, getting back on track here, now that I feel I have adapted to how Infinite Warfare plays out, I'm finally feeling comfortable with it again. When I first started it, I didn't have the feel for it, and I swore it off for a little while, but now I'm back. I'm loving it. I'm hitting them pubs. I'm trying to get them headshots and shit like that. It's finally feeling like that grind that I liked before. I swore to myself when I got this game that I wouldn't prestige, that I'd hit 55 and stick it, but I finally have that drive, that incentive to grind it out again. And when you're hitting triple kills like this one, Who the fuck is gonna stop me? Like always, guys, you can find us on Facebook or anywhere else at roguexgamers. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and tell your friends. Because if you do, good shit will happen.